We're in Ableton 12. We got this cool new feature you can do here where now, let's say we have a region here of 4 16th notes. If we wanted to put 3 notes in this space, that's doable because we can just go to the triplet grid and now we've got 8th note triplets. Boom, we're good to go. What if we want to put 5 notes in that space? There's no 5 grid. You used to have to do pretty upside down and backwards stuff to do that. This is how I used to do it. You would have to put 5, that's how many we want, and then you'd have to put an extra one, and then take the handle, and then you're able to slide this one to the beginning of the group here, and now you've got 5 with an extra that you can then get rid of. Pretty cumbersome, pretty inconvenient, and also difficult to do with any elegance as far as saying, I want this 8th note to have 7 notes in it, or I want this quarter note to have 5 in it. You couldn't really just freely introduce tuplets, and now you can. Now you can just hit Option E, and then this little icon pops up here, and then you click, hold, and then you just drag up and down, and it gives you however many you want. Is there a limit? Let's see. 100, let's see, is it a 256. This is what we're going to mess with. We're going to see what this allows us to do. Let's get some sounds in here and play with this. Very popcorny. I'm going to grab a chord progression from my Chords That Vibe MIDI pack. Let's try that one. That catches my eye. Let's try it. Start doing some rhythm action now. Let's make this a group of 5. Let's make this a group of 7. Maybe make this one a group of 3. Maybe 6. This is so easy. We can just play with rhythm in a whole different way now. I'm not even thinking about the grid. I'm just thinking of groups. 4. And then we kind of have 3 here. Maybe we do 3 on all of these now. I kind of like it. This is cool. Maybe we'll have a kick as a pulse. And since it's 4 bars, we want 16 beats. Now we can just go like this. 16. And boom. What happens if we just assign this rhythm to like a hi-hat? What's cool about this is we can take these rhythms and we can subdivide them. So by Option E, now we can take this rhythm, which is what was going on in the chord, and just double that up. So now we got 10. We could do the same thing here. And then maybe here we do. You know what? I think I'm going about this the wrong way. I'm going to regroup. What I was thinking was more like interesting polyrhythms. What if we just do some fifths? So C, G, and D. Let's go with prime numbers. What if C is repeated 3 times? I think that's a prime. And G is repeated 5 times. And D is repeated 7 times. What are these patterns that kind of emerge? How the notes cascade? The first one, not surprising, everything just plays on the beat. And then we have this. I'm trying to observe the pattern here. This is now skipping 2. So it's kind of like expanding out. I want there to be this underlying rhythmic structure, but I don't want the consistency. Like when we have this, that's really cool, but there's no space. There's no room for musical pacing. So I'm looking for ways to take these ideas, but have phrasing within it. So if we then go with this and skip 3. Now it feels like this one could maybe fill the gap. If we want this to also kind of cascade upward, now we could split just this one in half, and we kind of get that now. This is still all completely off of the grid. Like even if we made this a 32nd note, it's not even on a 32nd note, not even a 128th note. It's still not on grid at 1024th note. We're very much drifting in the rhythmic kind of abyss here. And these divisions are what are kind of keeping us tethered. Now this is starting to feel musical. I want something here though. Maybe this D? Maybe this on just C. No, not quite. What if we split this guy? I like that. Let's put it in a space. I'm gonna go to my Ambi Electronic preset pack and get a pad. How about Radium? New agey territory. That's where this kind of mathematical nugget might kind of live at home. Melodies emerging. So now the question is it worth it? Have we just gone too far? What happens if we just make these normal rhythms? Will it sound better? Let's see. Let's do the test. Was it all for nothing? Can't deny it. I like the straight up 16th notes. Just embrace the grid. Bass time. Oh, what am I thinking? Up and then down. Let's do that. There we go. This was not where I thought it would go. Always refreshing to go down a path and then kind of realize maybe the technology doesn't have the goods for us. But at the end of the day, you got to just play what feels right.